Hello and welcome to the Ep1 Digital Transformation Series, a primer for marketing teams and getting started with context marketing. I'm Jim Clausen, Sitecore Business Optimization Consultant, and this is a series for marketers to better understand how to approach, plan for, and lead a context marketing digital transformation of your organization's customer experience. So here we're going to talk about common questions we frequently hear during the early stages of projects and try and share some tips to help you make smarter, more informed decisions with your teams, resources, and planning. So in this episode, we're going to talk about what context marketing is and why it's so important. So what is context marketing? Well, context marketing is creating a relevant, personalized experience for a buyer or customer in the context of their current and past interactions with your brand. Context marketing is powered by contextual intelligence, enabling you to share the right content at the right time to the right person to guide and motivate them to the next step in a buying cycle or brand experience journey. Well, what does this mean? Let's unbox this a little bit more, go a little deeper. So this is about creating an experience powered by digital where the experience factors many things that provide more understanding. Things like where the user is, what device they're engaging from, what content has the user interacted with now, what content have they interacted with in the past, and what are they most likely to need in their experience with your brand, your solutions, and your services. So it's about creating an experience that is generated and tailor-made for an individual versus more of a generic standard offering that's the same, one size fits all for everyone. So what does this feel like for a user? Well, this is really about delighting, or what we call the wow factor. It's about creating a feeling of, wow, you understand me, you get me, you know what I need before I do, I love it, and I'm going to stick by your side no matter what because you give me value. So what drives the impact of context marketing? Well, there's a few things here, and it creates kind of a sequence. Experience builds trust. Trust builds relationships. Relationships lead to retention. Retention creates ongoing repeat business, and loyalty fuels advocacy and recommendations. It's like an engine that powers a positive feedback loop. So why is context marketing important? Well, customers have new expectations. Customers are in control with a world of information that's just a click or tap away. Customers expect a consistent experience across all their devices. And customers expect you to understand their current digital activity, their past interactions, and especially any past history with your company. We can all relate to that, right? Competitive alternatives are just a tap and a swipe away. The tap of a finger is all it takes for a potential buyer or customer to leave to find another experience that's, well, maybe better than yours. We work with many organizations, and one of the first things we do is look at their digital analytics. And what we find is that 85% of the websites we see when we first engage with organizations provide a static digital experience, essentially brochureware. And what the data shows is a trend of increasing abandonment, bounce rates, and decreasing engagement. Not good signals of business impact. Well, what's the key takeaway? In studies we've done in developing what we call the Ep1 Customer Experience Maturity Model, what we have found across all industries is that the more digitally mature organizations are extending their lead over competition, and laggards are falling increasingly behind. In other words, the gap is widening as customer expectations rise. So the question I would encourage you to consider is, are you a leader or follower in your industry? How does your organization stack up and compare to others? Okay, so what's the next step? Well, what I want to suggest is to take a look at your organization's digital experience as it is today and better understand how your digital experience compares with others in your industry. You can take the Context Marketing Maturity Assessment. It's an easy tool to use, it's online, it's free, and there's a link below for you to get started. I hope you found this helpful. Take a look at other episodes in the SBOSS Digital Transformation series for more insights on common marketing questions about customer experience, context marketing, and digital transformation.